Every woman has within herself a unique combination of feminine archetypes, which are universal patterns of behaviors and personality. You will learn about the original feminine archetypes and how they are embodied in a woman. Hello my dear viewers and welcome to my channel. Maybe you have already seen something or heard or read something about feminine archetypes. There are so many different kinds of archetypes and names. So I researched a little bit about that and I found that there are original feminine archetypes that have been developed by a psychoanalyst named Carl Jung that formed the base for the archetypes that have developed out of that later on. So one can say that the feminine archetypes represent various aspects of the feminine psyche or of a woman's psyche, each one offering unique qualities, strengths, but also challenges. So we'll start with the Maiden. The Maiden is the embodiment of youthful curiosity, creativity and lightheartedness. She approaches life with an open heart, exuding innocence and fun, which naturally draws people to her. If we think about the celebrity examples that would best represent this archetype, we would think about Audrey Hepburn or Emma Watson. Those women are known for their curiosity and also playful intelligence. If we think about a woman from our daily life who would embody this archetype purely, we would think about a young woman starting a new creative hobby, for example, or a friend who plans a spontaneous adventure. If this is a part that you cannot really recognize in yourself, there are ways that you can develop the Maiden, and it doesn't matter how old you are. For example, engage in creative activities at home or at work. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to laughter. Create a self-care routine to nurture yourself. Attend social gatherings regularly. And socialize often to keep your spirit lively and open. Let's continue with another archetype, which is also quite known, and it is the archetype of the mother. The mother archetype symbolizes nurturing, compassion, and unconditional love. The mother archetypes find fulfillment in caring for others and in fostering a sense of belonging and safety. Celebrity examples that resemble best the mother archetype would be, for example, Angelina Jolie, but also Kate Middleton. All of them are celebrated for their caregiving abilities in different ways, philanthropy and also in families. So embodying the archetype of the mother does not mean that you actually have to be a mother or that you have to care for children. It is more about the essence of those personality traits of caring, nurturing, and creating safety. For example, in normal life, a woman who would strongly embody the mother archetype could, for example, be a woman who volunteers in a community, a teacher offering extra support to their students, or a neighbor who takes care of other people in their community. Now, how to develop the mother archetype if this is something that you might want to develop a little bit more? Here are the activities that you can do. Spend quality time with family and friends. Perform acts of service for loved ones. Participate in volunteer work or community activities. Learn nurturing skills like cooking, baking, or crafting, and offer warm affection for those around you. Now we continue with the lover archetype. The lover archetype is the essence of sensuality, passion, and also self-love. This woman celebrates her body, her desires, and her ability to connect with others. There are also some very known celebrity examples who perfectly embody this archetype to a large percentage. And those are Marilyn Monroe, as you might have thought already, but also more contemporary actresses such as Scarlett Johansson. They are both icons of confidence and sensuality. Of course, there are also everyday examples for the archetype of the lover. So a woman taking dance classes for her self-expression, for example, or someone who enjoys dressing stylishly and sensually for herself, or a person who creates a lot of self-care rituals involving skincare and aromatherapy, strongly embodies the lover archetype. How to develop this archetype if this is a little bit less developed in yourself? Well, you can do the following. Focus on daily body care with proper nutrition and exercise. So really care for your body. Explore your sensuality independently and joyfully, whatever that means for you. Walk around your home naked or in underwear and simply embrace your body. Stretch or move in front of the mirror to connect with yourself. And you can also talk to yourself in the mirror by using positive affirmations. Dance to music you love just for yourself or outside as an act of self-expression. Or wear clothing and lingerie that makes you feel sexy and sensual. Before we go on to the fourth archetype, if you like videos about femininity and feminine self-development and you are not yet subscribed, I would be very happy if you click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you stay with me and never miss another video again. Now we move on with another very interesting archetype, which is called the mystic. So the mystic is a woman who is very introspective, intuitive, also spiritual, transformative, and inspirational. She also feels connected to the unseen forces of life. For example, a woman who believes in the power of the universe or feels very connected to universe, has those kind of intuitive thoughts or things that you cannot really explain. She seeks truth, wisdom, and purpose. Women that we know, like celebrities, that embody this archetype the most are, for example, Lana Del Rey, the singer. She has really this aura of a mystic. But also, for example, J.K. Rowling. Those are women that are renowned for their spiritual and philosophical depth. And of course, there are everyday examples for women who embody the mystic archetype. For example, this could be a woman who meditates daily, who journals to kind of express her inner thoughts, or a woman who seeks solace in nature to reconnect with herself. How to develop the mystic in yourself. Practice regular meditation and introspection. Engage in spiritual or religious practices that are meaningful to you. Communicate with a higher power or connect with the universal energy. Set meaningful goals and pursue them with intention. You might have already noticed that maybe you recognize yourself in several of these archetypes. We will come to that later. But let's go on with the archetype number 5. The Huntress is an independent woman. She's bold and unyielding. She stands firm in her beliefs and pursues her goals with courage and determination. Celebrity examples for the Huntress feminine archetypes are Serena Williams or, for example, Beyoncé. Those women are known for their strength and resilience and for their very strong drive. Everyday examples for the archetype of the Huntress would be a woman who is, for example, a single mother, balancing work and motherhood, home life, or a woman training for a triathlon, or someone who fights for their causes that they believe in. How to develop the Huntress archetype? Participate in physical activities, join debates or discussions, and try to defend your perspective. Set small but achievable goals to build the discipline daily and confront activities or fears that intimidate you. The next archetype is the Queen. The Queen archetype embodies confidence, authority, and leadership. She is secure in her power to lead, and she leads with dignity, inspiring others to respect her influence. There is a very good example for the Queen among celebrities or women that are very known, and that's Queen Elizabeth, who has always embodied the Queen archetype in the perfect way. But also women like Michelle Obama embody the Queen archetype very strongly. They are both admired for their leadership and poise. Women from everyday life that embody the Queen archetype very strongly could be a manager guiding her team with empathy and strength, or a woman organizing local events, or someone mentoring others in their field. How to develop the Queen archetype in yourself? You can embrace leadership opportunities in your personal and professional life. You could also update your wardrobe to embody a bit more confidence and boldness. For example, using bolder colors or a more elegant attire. Also, practice maintaining eye contact in conversations. Reflect on your strengths and work to amplify them. And the last feminine archetypes from the original feminine archetypes is the wise woman. She's also known as the crone or sage. There are different words sometimes for those archetypes, but the wise woman is a woman that represents often the later stages of womanhood, who is more introspective and has a deep connection to her knowledge and her intuition, and who is also a source of wisdom and guidance, but in a very matured way. So she's very insightful and patient, reflective. Celebrity examples or women that are known in the public that embody the wise woman are, for example, Oprah Winfrey, or also younger women that have something very wise in their personality, such as Malala Yousafzai. And in everyday life, the typical wise woman archetype could be embodied by a grandmother who is very wise, experienced, and patient. But it could also simply be a woman who has some kind of wisdom and is very, very reflective, independently from her age. It can simply be in her personality or by the experiences that she has made in life. In order to develop this archetype, it is hard to give you some advice because it will develop by itself with the time, experiences that you make in life. But it is always good to reflect and to listen to people, because by listening and by reflecting on yourself, you develop this wisdom and you make those experiences. It also helps to read books, for example, on different perspectives, to also learn how things can be seen in a different light depending on how you look at them. Now, those were the 7 archetypes that are like the best summary of the stages a woman is in. I personally see myself in many of those archetypes, and this is actually the natural thing, because depending on the stage in life you are in, or depending on your personality or what is most developed in you, you will find yourself in specific archetypes. This is neither bad nor good, because all the archetypes have their strengths and all the archetypes have their shadows. So it would be very natural if a woman embodied all of these archetypes in specific stages of her life, or even in specific situations. So if you will find yourself in only 2 or 3 archetypes very strongly, or maybe even in 1, which is also normal, as we have seen in those celebrity examples, there are simply some women who have 1 archetype developed very strongly in them. This is also okay, but you might also want to develop the other ones to become more balanced and also to know yourself better. If you are not sure what archetypes you embody, I have made a test that is super easy and that I will do with you in my next video. So if you want to find out for sure what is your main archetype or what are your main archetypes if you have more than one. Subscribe and don't forget to watch my next video, and I'm looking forward to see you there. Thank you for watching and bye bye!